Alright guys, since my late night shenanigans vlog got more than 5 likes, I will be posting. Gosh, I messed up, I'm sorry. Here is Jordan's speech about the Minneapolis Miracle. Just a quick heads up, at the start of the video it was very fuzzy, like it was very hard to hear, and I apologize for that. But it is a great speech that Jordan gave out, plus a lot of people suggested me to upload it, and I was like, you know what, why not? So you guys go.
Howdy, my name is Jordan Lippert. Miracles can happen, and on January 14, 2018, one did. The Minneapolis Miracle is one of the biggest moments in sports history. All info in this speech comes from ESPN, NFL.com, and Fox Sports. Most of us have heard of miracles happening, and maybe you'll even see one too. I will be talking to you about the Vikings season leading up to their playoff game. I'll talk about the playoff game. I will talk about the historic ending to that game. The Vikings wouldn't have been able to pull off the Minneapolis Miracle without a successful regular season that got them to the playoffs. According to NFL.com, the Vikings finished 13-3, second best in the NFC that year. They started the season with Sam Bradford as their starting quarterback, but after their first game against the New Orleans Saints, he was done for the season. Case Keenum came in and took over, and after a 2-2 start, the Vikings finished 11-1, winning their conference, the NFC North, that features the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. After the regular season, it was time for the playoffs. According to ESPN, the Vikings were the favorites to win their game against the Saints. The Vikings went up 17-0 in the first half of their playoff game after a couple of touchdowns from Jerick McKinnon and a touchdown pass to Stephon Diggs. The Saints then scored 24 points in the second half, compared to the Vikings' 6 points. Drew Brees and Will Lutz led the attack for the Saints, with multiple touchdown passes and multiple field goal kicks from Will Lutz. The Vikings, meanwhile, only scored 2 field goals in the second half of the game behind Kai Forbath. Will Lutz gave the Saints a 24-23 lead with only 25 seconds left in the game. This set up a historic ending to a nationally broadcast game on Fox. After a few plays, the Vikings had the ball with only 14 seconds left on the clock, no timeouts, and 61 yards to go. Keenum threw the ball up to Diggs, who was near the right sideline, defended by Marcus Williams, a safety for the Saints. To quote an article from ESPN, Diggs jumped in front of Marcus Williams, who rolled awkwardly underneath Diggs during an ill-fated attempt at a tackle. Diggs held his ground, kept his feet in bounds, and raced, untouched, into the end zone as the crowd at US Bank Stadium erupted. According to NFL.com, this was the first ever playoff game where a team won by scoring a touchdown as time expired. In conclusion, I went over the Vikings' 2017 regular season, their playoff game against the Saints, and a historic ending to that game. Maybe next time you watch a football game, you'll witness a miracle like the one in Minneapolis on January 14, 2018. I personally hope that the next miracle to happen is that the Vikings win a Super Bowl.